What's good, everybody? You know who it is. It's your boy, Big Tank Hank, coming at you with a new live stream. And as you can see over there, I have a special guest, Miss Ruby Danger of Unorthodox Aquatics. Y'all welcome her
Hello.
in. Welcome her in. How we doing? Thank y'all.
Oh,
Thank
hey.
y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for coming through. We're gonna go over here and see who visiting us on the chats. PB Aquatics, what's up, brother? From another mother. Geek Boy, hello, hello. Madul Singh, Fish Tropics, how do? Skull Aquatics, welcome, welcome. Tank Top Tropics, Jeffrey H Town Watts, J Dog 67, Xana Doo Doo, Scary Terry, Lonnie Looney Tunes, Freaky Fish Lady, Aim Spirit Fish, Danikin, what's going down? Mary Page Flynn, Mary, hey, remember, I'm going to have to schedule you to come in here, ma'am. And that's for real. See that pause? That's so you know that I'm serious. Who else we got? Rob93, what's going on? Up super late, man. Well, thank you. You know what I'm saying? This is where the other party people is at. And now that you in here, that's most definite. Who else we got? BJ Palmer, Patrick Hardy, Patty's Petite Tanks. Hello, ma'am. Mr. Dad's Animal House. Thank you, sir. Thank you. First time me seeing you in. Thank you for coming through. And I have a shout out to a new friend of mine from Indonesia. He has a betta and tutor. He's a keeper as well as a collector. And Foxy, I see you sneaking in the back door. Fox's Fishes. Hello, ma'am. And I want to shout him out. Anissa Nur Arianti Erdan. Anissa Nur Arianti Erdan. Shout you out, fella. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glad to meet you and glad you know you can become a friend of mine. Anthony Fishy Friends, Mississippi Hippie, Melvin, what's going on, man? Thank y'all for coming through. So, Miss Ruby, let them know, for the people that don't know you, which I don't know who wouldn't know you on here, but for those one or two people who don't know you, just give them a little insight into a young Ruby, you know, bursting out on the scene, you know, as a youngster, what did you do? Anybody you know, family-wise, got you into the hobby, and bring them to current.
I did this weird thing that nobody does anymore when I was a kid, and it's called play outside, because we didn't have electronics
Amen,
or
amen.
anything really exciting anyway. So I did a lot of playing outside, playing tag and Red Rover and all those yard games. And I won, I guess. I didn't really have a lot to do with fish, though I've been fishing since a very young age. I didn't really have any pet fish. Maybe I won a state fair goldfish or two, but you know, those never really last
Yeah,
long for everybody, I don't think.
no, not too
So,
long.
and otherwise now I just hang out here in the country in central Minnesota and drive my convertible to fish stores.
I saw. Hey, I thought for some reason I thought you were in Florida because, I mean, you just this scene you set when you were rolling in the convertible. I just thought that's where you were.
I was in Florida. That's where I did my peacock bass fishing video.
Okay, so I was right then. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
That
I'm
was
gonna
a
say,
fun. That
man.
was probably the funnest video I've ever done.
Okay, and you look like you were having fun, most definitely, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to tell you part of the major reason that you're on here. You know, unorthodox in your title. I really, 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 really enjoy all of your videos. But you know, since I'm a better person, y'all know how I get down with the betters. You know, me being a better person, especially wild betters. Your videos have helped me a whole lot, with being more interested in looking deeper into, the wild betters, and me kind of stopgapping on mouth brooders as opposed to bubble nesters at this point. But when did you decide that that was the direction that you would take? Did you start off knowing, hey, I have a different way of looking at this, and I'm gonna do me,
Yes. Well, we chatted a little bit about budget fish keeping, and the fish and the equipment in the hobby can be so expensive, and everyone out there seems like they're looking for the best thing out there, the best gadget, gimmick, name brand, what have you, when you can make the same thing cost effectively. It may not be the most beautiful thing in the world, but there are things you can do to DIY remedy that too. So I really made DIY and cost effective things a huge part of this hobby for me.
okay. And
And
I know,
the projects, the keeping oddballs, I guess, the unorthodoxy stuff, like I did a beta sorority in hamster tubes, and then I like to also duplicate natural environments and scaping. I'm a really good artificial scaper. I'd have people who come to me send me messages with people with bare cichlid tanks who don't want bare cichlid tanks anymore, but their cichlids destroy any live plants they get. So
right. And I can say there's a lot of tanks you have, and I found out that you had some artificial plants in that I didn't even know that they were artificial
yeah,
because you did it so well.
yeah, I'm pretty good. I have some pretty live planted tanks, but they sustain themselves. I love the simple artificial cichlid tanks that are done up with like rock, and you can I also have a video on my channel of how you can make craft store silk plants aquarium safe, and there you get so much more of a variety and more real looking stuff.
Okay, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. I mean, we're gonna get back on subject, but I just had to put this out here. Check out her video with the Arapaima.
He's behind me.
Okay, good looking little fella. I see him. Yeah, I see him up there.
Yeah. Don't ask anybody, okay?
You know, you
No,
know it's coming.
this particular Arapaima is essentially a foster. I'm raising it, beefing it up for someone who has a very, very large pond. These guys are kind of picky eaters. They eat a little more than twice their body, well, potentially eat half to twice their body size in food per day. So they're one of the fastest growers out there. Cool, kind of unorthodox.
And I mean, and you explained on your video, the process that you go through with, starting them out, there at your house, and where they're gonna be going. That's why I
Yeah,
told them, hey, to check out the video before any judgment or asperities are cast. You know.
yeah. I'll probably. I asked the person if I could keep it till it was about a foot long, and at that point, it's going in one of my personal pool ponds. So I just want to enjoy it for a little bit, but I know it's gonna get there fast. So
Yeah, and it was funny to me when you were speaking about how they almost have to eat constantly, in
yeah,
order to maintain and to progress forward.
Yeah, they burn the energy. But he comes up to me now. He knows I'm the food bringer already. So that's
Bringer
pretty
of
neat.
food.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
And there's a couple chocolate juvies in there with him, and I think one of the chocolate juvies protects the Arapaima from the other chocolate. It's kind of funny.
okay. All right. So, um, do you have an online store or anything? Or you just a hobbyist? And
I'm a hobbyist. I love to do these videos. A lot of things move through my place because the area I'm at, you can't really get a whole lot of cool stuff here. And then I also do the stuff with like I do some fish scouting personally for people and ship fish out for people, collect them from local transshippers we have here in the area and disperse them out. Help people around the area sort of get a little better, more interesting selection of fish.
okay, good deal. Good deal. A broker of sorts.
Sort of, and I'll breed like, I had convicts and they of course breed constantly but with COVID and everything, I didn't want to have anything breeding or I didn't want an overabundance of anything because I was scared to ship myself with over the winter with COVID, I was having issues with packages that I was expecting. So
Yeah, now you want to put yourself in in that position, knowing that um reality is out there.
yeah, it was a slow winter.
Rob, with your convicts. I got a couple of convicts out there, Rob. I don't. They're in my garage. I don't know if they have any fry out there yet. I know they're chasing everybody in the tank, but I don't know if
I'm
there's any
sure they
fry out
do.
there.
It's probably up in the 90% of like chance that you do have some fry.
Because it's a tub, like sterilite tub, and
Okay.
it's slightly opaque. So I have there and there's uh two convicts, two jaguar cichlids, but they're about 4 inches. Three venustus um cichlids, the giraffe. They're maybe 2 inches. I mean, and nobody's beating up anybody, but you can tell they have the tank sectioned.
Okay.
And those convicts have that left side. That's them over there. Don't come over here. And they may be the smallest, out of everybody in there. But yeah, no, don't come over here.
Yeah, see, I'm an avid overstocker too. And some people won't do it, depending on the fish. But I'll cram them in there if I can. My beta sorority, 20-gallon long. I've got 13 females in there living and cohabitating peacefully. The tank just has to be done right if you're going to overstock.
Right? Most definitely. Filtration wise, and especially with the sorority. I had a sorority in a 40 breeder. I got up to, it wasn't overstocked. I may have had 8 females in it, but I had one female to spoil the whole thing.
Hmm.
Everybody was doing good. She comes along and it's like, who's ever close to me at any given time, they're gonna have to deal with me. And I took her out, but by that time she had stirred everybody else up, and then one at a time, it's like they took on her characteristics or whatever. So I kind of had to discontinue that one.
Yeah, I've done a lot of sorority experiments to get that right. That just those right details, perfect how to do it so that you can go right off the bat with no aggression.
Okay, okay,
Or introduce new girls to already established girls with virtually no aggression also, or like a jilt in the hierarchy.
got you. You have a video that could maybe give people, a jump start on it. Okay, I might have to go check that
Yep.
one out too.
Yep. I did a couple sorority videos not that long ago, actually. One
Okay.
of like sorority intro when I first set up my newest one, and then adding new girls to us already established sorority.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Oh, uh, Dadikin Aquatics, Kenny E on the cusp of 2000. Y'all go ahead and show him some love. If there's anybody in here that's not sub to him, Chris of Multi-Tank Addiction, likewise, on that same race, they're right there at the edge. Y'all go and y'all set them fellas up, send them over the top. All right, so let's get into this. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll go to the other place later. The live stream that you have with Chris, the uh the rants, you might say, what jumped that off? I mean, I really enjoy them. What made you want to do that?
Mainly because I'm not really in this for the fame, so uh I don't really mind what anybody really has to say about what I have to say, but I know a lot of people enjoy our dynamic, things like that, and we can go off on all sorts of tangents.
So see, I identify with a whole lot of what you guys say over there. So that's why like I said, I'm enamored by it because yeah, I really do. Some of the Facebook group rants, even though being part of a lot of groups and maybe even dabbling often what they do and a lot of the judgment things that's still just an ongoing thing that you have to deal with all the time.
Yeah,
It's crazy, but that's
yeah.
all right though. That's all right, and yeah, and they say the Facebook club group Nazis, but you have Nazis in all facets of this hobby, not just in the Facebook groups. Like I'll tell you about my hair allergy scenario. There's a lot of people. Oh man, it eat them up when they see my my hair allergy farm in here. Oh, it eats them up. But I'm like, hey, it works for me. It's okay. I don't let it
I
take over
think
too much.
some algae looks really pretty. Not so much the algae that like mainly propagates on the glass, but
Hmm.
I think a lot of the hair algae are pretty if they're like on ornaments or whatever.
Have a little person in there with a hair allergy fro or something
Yeah, exactly.
because it will happen. It will happen. So, well, where do you want to see the hobby go from? Y'all forgive me for adjusting these glasses. They're just reading glasses, so they're like always crooked. Where do you want to see? Would you like to see the hobby go from here? Like things that not necessarily like that COVID shut down, but just things that you may want to see. What you know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Oh, is in the hobby in general or
In
just for
general,
myself?
I mean, it could be for yourself, but together
I
as one.
guess I just I really the purpose of why my channel is out there is because I know some people do some things like I do. I just like to see people think out of the box, make things, get creative, get innovative. And there's just so many ways that almost every part of fish keeping can be done. So many ways it can be effective, efficient. There's not just one way. And I think so many fish keepers are by the book you know, as far as fishless cycle, things like that. A lot of people think that there is a right way, and there's not. There's just not.
Right.
There's multiple ways.
Like if you go back to the successful fish keepers that had the slate bottoms and the metal frames. I mean, all the stuff that we have today, they weren't even close, wasn't thinking about, not even scratching the surface on, but were successful fish keepers.
Yeah, I mean, looks are definitely to each their own. You know, I mean, I personally don't need 90-degree angles or clean cut lines or everything matching. Virtually almost, well, I'd say maybe 60% of my tanks are secondhand used tanks that, you know, I'll just go and pick up a bunch of stuff from Marketplace or something. So, you know, I'm always looking for new projects and new scaping projects, especially.
Right, most definitely, most definitely. Scaping is something that maybe I can say that I'm like afraid of it. You know, like you see the what is it, uwagumi, and you know, it's like, man, I'm not a detail oriented person. I had a job for a few years where I washed cars. Now, I got pretty good at cleaning your car, but I never liked for someone to call me a detailer because I wasn't a detailer. You know, if you were looking for certain types of things, the bottom of the tailpipe, you know, the outer edge of the door jamb, you know, you had all
Right.
these areas that you had people that looked for that, you know, where me, it was no harm, nothing, you know, it was not intentional. It was just I'm going through, man, it's looking good. And you know, you have those, what is those surfaces that you have your God, what not stage levels, the levels, surface levels. You know, you have 1, 2, 3, you know, you got
Oh,
this surface
yeah.
here and this. Well, I mean, I was only good for maybe three, you know, 3 levels of the surface. Anything beyond that didn't exist. I didn't even think it was even there, you know. So
Oops, that's all right. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't do it myself if it came to like car detailing. You know, I can barely detail a fish tank, so but no, escaping is where it's at for me. That's probably why I do this. Escaping challenges, duplicate natural habitats, create interesting new habitats. To me, honestly, and this is where a lot of people disagree with me. I do this for the scaping challenges, and when I get tired and want to redo it or put something different in there, I find places for the fish to go. These fish are not really pets to me. I do have a small collection of favorites that I wouldn't get rid of for the world, but the fish are more the aesthetic part that completes the whole picture for me. The
gotcha.
final, you know, brush stroke on the canvas.
Okay, okay. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, especially the fact that you are responsible in the relocating, in the taking care of them while you have them. I mean,
Mm.
people, well, like you said, who cares what they, I mean, the judgment, you know, but you do good work. I mean, period. You do good work. You know, I really like your videos and what you do because you wouldn't be on here because it wouldn't have caught my eye, you know. And
Well, thank you.
I go on energy, I go on feel, you know. There's a lot of I see a lot of videos because y'all, you know, obsessed, probably not the only one with this YouTube thing and watching videos. That I watch them on YouTube and I watch regular TV. But
Mhm.
if it catches me and I sit there long enough, I'm like, man, I'm interested. So I'm pretty sure somebody else would be, you know.
Well,
All
I
right,
thank
Laura,
you
you
for
have a
the
good one.
recognition.
Yeah, no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem whatsoever. So, what are you looking at in the future? Do you have any these drop downs? Any maybe crazy things that you're thinking about doing in the future that you can speak on?
I just set up a 6-foot pool in my garage. I plan fishing opener is in a weekend or two, and I'm gonna make it a nice blackwater native pool with maybe like a riverscape on the bottom.
Okay, okay. Blackwater Pool River. Okay.
Yep. So I'm thinking about possibly making the pool tropical because I do have the catfish, the shovel nose I picked up today. He's about a foot long. And then I have a couple juvie Asian red tails. So they're going to obviously need to go somewhere bigger and not too short of a time. So that that pool would be good. Though I want to do some experimentation first with keeping it heated since my garage is currently not heated and I live in Minnesota.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that could be a he could be an issue, at different times of the year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
But not for the
Tropical.
native species. They would fare fine over winter in the pool.
Okay. What native species do you guys have? Like here in Texas, it's hard. You can't like you'd have to say, oh, I have native tanks and make them maybe cold water and there's no pop. There's no pop here in Texas. We have no, sparkling anything. We just have your plain
Well,
Jane.
in my area, there's land of 10,000 lakes. We've got we see lots of bass, northern pike, various panfish, crappies, catfish, dogfish. My brother, he's a big fisherman. He spears dogfish at night. Yeah. Those things are creepy. I raised a pair for somebody once, a baby, little pair of bowfin. Cool little fish. But some places you can't keep many native species, but I think Jonah's aquarium will ship to virtually anywhere in the continental United States. And they have a huge selection of native fish species, but I really love the various panfish that we have in this area, the pumpkin seeds and the bluegills and dollar sunfish. I love those really perciform looking fish.
Okay.
So
And that northern pike is very interesting to me.
yeah, I had a little pike fingerling. I have a live feeding on what's one of the very first videos I ever published was a pike eating a little convict fry.
Okay. With impunity.
Mhm.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
So is the dogfish the same as bowfin?
yeah.
Okay, okay. Because I was holding on that. I'm like dogfish. I need to look that up. But yeah, we have bowfin. Okay, I got you. And grinnels. That's what they call them here, grinnels. But it's still a
Oh
bowfin.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar too. Yep. It's just, but apparently they're I don't know. We don't, and we have the river here. I'm right on the river, and there's some areas where you might spot some brown trout, things like that. I have a tank with bullhead and rainbow trout. And then now I just actually am adding those tilapia I got today to that tank as well.
So having the rainbow trout in there, do you have to do anything special like with flow or temperature?
Rainbow trout, I'm experimenting temperature wise. I don't let that tank get above 60 degrees. And so far the trout have just been thriving. They're getting huge. I'm looking at them right now. But they need constant water movement. So I have a dual power head operating in that tank.
Okay, okay. Yeah, 'cause that's I don't hear many people, having trout except for I was looking at the Greg Woodstock had built a one of those ponds for a show at this place, and they set up with the oh, they had was it leucistic
Oh,
rainbow
okay.
trout,
Yeah.
but they put them back. They put them in for the display. He built this whole system, like stream system, with the downhill flow with little pockets, where the fish could sit in, face
Mhm.
upstream. And they took them back and put them back in, where they come from, and it was ice. You know, I'm watching them. I'm like, how do
Weird.
you get it out to
Huh.
where you're going? And it's cold. It's freezing out there. And they pulled them out of the creek, put them in the cooler, took them to this place, put them in the. They had these chillers, which I mean, again, I'd have to do research on that. Like, how did they even keep all of that water, cold enough? And they put them in there. And they had them in there for a while, just for judging of the. It was kind of like aquascaping contest, but it was on a pond size level. And
Yeah,
they took
legit.
pictures.
Like legitimate chillers can be super, super expensive. That's why I say, I'm kind of experimenting with the temperature with this because, uh, our water streams, lakes, can get fairly warm here. So, I figured besides they came in a bag of super warm water. They were in transit for almost 6 days, and came in just this warm, deflated bag of water. I can't believe they were still alive, but I'm experimenting with the tilapia as tank mates with them because I'm gonna move the bullhead because he likes a lazier flow.
What kind of tilapia are they? Okay,
I don't know.
I got you. Because I
I
know
just saw him. I just saw him, and I was like, I think I'm gonna experiment with this. I'm pretty sure tilapia can roll with trout if the trout water isn't too cold. The water conditions because um we saw some tilapia spawning beds in Florida too. And those tilapia get like really tropical, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I don't know. I'm acclimating the tilapia in bags still. I'm trying to see how they do at a more room temperature. So right now I'm just kind of observing everything I picked up today because I'm in the process of kind of moving some things around. Like I said, everything's an experiment, so that's what makes it fun for me though.
Okay, cool. Who are you watching on YouTube right now?
I don't really watch a whole lot of stuff. Like I don't really I'm not a competitive person really, so I see what people are doing, um or they just tell me straight up what they're doing, because I just don't have time to really watch a whole lot of videos right now. Like I'm busy maintaining all the stuff going on here. I have a couple local places. I maintain aquariums for. I like to make the videos more than watch them, I
Yeah.
guess you might say.
Yeah, no, I've
So,
met a few YouTubers like that. Like they're actually full on, like you, full on, like on us. I've been on outside looking in. You know, hey, full on YouTubers, videos dropping regularly, everything. You know, and you don't realize that outside of that, how much you actually have going on. Me,
mhm.
I work in corrections, so when I'm off work, when I come inside of the doors of my house, I don't want to see nothing else, nobody, you know. So that's why I take in so much YouTube because I don't want to deal with nobody, nowhere
Yep,
other than my family. Because
yep.
all of my energy gets sucked up when I'm at work.
A lot of people think I have I guess I do kind of have a crazy schedule. I wake up, well, on weekdays anyway, I wake up at 2 a.m. My alarm goes off so I can start doing fish tank duty. Because I go into my day job at 6 where I get really dirty and it's a very strenuous, active, like a warehousey type job. So I come home disgusting and tired. I don't want to deal with fish tank stuff then. So, I wake up and I'm most motivated, super, super, when most people are probably, or some people are just going to bed.
Okay, okay, yeah, we
So,
there's some vampirism, you know,
yeah,
being spoken of
basically, but I
in this
laid
hobby.
out like this when I found out, and I saw it and I was like, oh, this live stream is at 10:30 at night. That is so past my bedtime. But it's a Friday. I
Hey,
don't
but
have anything going on.
thank you for coming because that happens like that happens a lot. You know, I'll ask people, hey, want to come on? Oh man, I'm sleep usually by yeah, I feel you. Because what
Yeah.
happens to me on my Friday, I work 1 a.m. to 11 a.m. So my Fridays, a lot of times I'm awake 24 hours before I stream, or I might sleep 1 or 2 hours because it's a nap. I take
Wow.
a nap before I actually like tonight. I went to sleep around 8 o'clock, got up at like 9:30. You know, so I just get a little something in, but a lot of times I don't. It's 24 hours, and then I come in here and I talk.
See, I got home today. Oh, I was on the road all day from 10 a.m. till about 7:45, and I wanted to get in a little nap, but I was like, I'm just gonna make some coffee and power through it.
Did you think the nap was gonna suck you in, and you weren't gonna be able to come back up out of it?
I do worry about that sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I'll take that nap and it feels so crazy. I wake up, you know, and it's like, oh man, you know, maybe I'll just call in, call in to the stream. Hey guys, I'm not gonna be able
Yeah.
to make it tonight.
Yeah, it can be hard to pull yourself out of a good nap.
Oh, let's see. Aim Spiritfish says, Ruby, you said you made a video on making craft store silk plants for your aquariums. I can't find it. What is it called?
It is called making craft silk plants safe for your aquarium. uh shoot. Um I don't know how to describe. It's something like that. The thumbnail is a picture of me reaching into a bowl, like a fish bowl with trying to arrange a plant. It's kind of down there in videos. I did that one. I'd say that's in my the very first video is at the very bottom, and I would say it's like maybe 10 or 15 videos up from that. So
They found it.
okay, awesome. Yay.
So how many videos do you have, and how long have you been making videos?
I haven't even been making videos a year yet.
Oh no.
No,
Okay.
but I've got like 70 something videos, I think.
Okay. Okay.
I try to put them out at least 2 videos a week. I like to. Um, you know, I'm always trying to think of what to do videos on. So yeah,
Well,
but
you're going at a good clip for not being a whole year.
yeah, I just like doing the videos themselves. Like I said, I'm not really in it for the fame or whatnot. I appreciate the support and the fan base, but I do it more for myself than I think you know anyone else.
Yeah, I can identify with that. That's how I started out. I have a lot of videos because I have like before there were shorts, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 23. If I thought it was cool, a video, pow, upload, upload, upload.
Yeah.
That's how I was doing it.
See, this
And it was for
this
me.
Unorthodox Aquatics has mainly videos 5 minutes and up, but I have another YouTube channel, uh, Rebel Aquatics, that doesn't have any uploads yet, but I've had the channel for a while, and I'm thinking of just making it a bunch of shorts of cool stuff.
Okay. Rebel Aquatics.
Yeah.
That's cool. I need to get a trademark for the shorts. I think I started them. But
And
like,
they can be cool too. Like some stuff is some of the coolest stuff. See, that's another thing is I have a hard time sitting through a lot of videos unless they capture my attention in a certain way because my attention span is just so short. So, I am an instant gratification person. So but I like to see different tanks and hear people's stories and things like that. That is neat.
yeah, I got you. I'm a ADHD suffering type of fella. Well, if you can catch me for a long time if you jump right into it and it's interesting at the point, I can do a long video. But for the most part, I can't really do long videos. My loyalty to people getting the view, what I'm like, man, how long? I'm not supposed to fast forward it, and then I'm watching the ticker. I'm like, well, they say I have to give them 3 minutes. I'm gonna do my best. Those are agonizing for me, so I try not to do that to people. And I understand, but it's so hard. It's so hard for me to have a long video.
Yeah, it can be hard to come up with filler information, too sometimes, like especially on the spot. I had to really come up with a efficient way to edit stuff in a way that I liked to where I could, add in like filler information if the video was shorter than I wanted it to be.
Right. Uh-oh. I done lost my YouTube down here. Well, I guess I don't need it, huh? All right. But like speaking on the shorts and things of that nature, I talking about making them for yourself, just putting the videos out. I'm a people person. I love to talk to people. And this is I don't know, the streams just kind of sucked me in a sense of, seemed like it was tailor made for me. But you know, initially when I first started, I've been actually in YouTube for 10 years.
Wow.
But I was into fitness and bodybuilding and powerlifting and stuff like that at first. So I have a channel that I lost my control of it back when was it before Google bought it. I had one where I would make, I wasn't in any videos at that one. I would take clips of powerlifting, you know, like world record lifts and things of that nature, and I would just release them. Hey, y'all, look at this. This is cool. Then maybe about 5 years ago, I had one Big Preacher Fit, because that was my nickname. Whereas I actually worked out and I did motivational videos where I may have just spoken on subjects, and a lot of times it happened sitting in my car at 3 o'clock in the morning before I would go in the gym, and I would see something or something would be on my mind all day, and I'd just speak on it. So I wasn't really new to it, but that whole genre over there is so narcissistic that you would have to sacrifice yourself too much to be seen over there. Like, and that wasn't me, you know. I wasn't.
Yeah.
But then, you know, I came over here and found the Fish Fam, and it was like real people, real situations, and everybody liked having fish. So, you know, there was open arms, so many open arms for me. You know, I just started sitting in people's chats and, you know, just talking to people. And I didn't even ask many questions. I was just down there. And, you know, being that I typed real slow, I started using a lot of emojis. So I think that's kind of how I stuck in people's heads. Emojis, I'm gonna use emojis even when the Nightbot or whoever it is try to come in and, you know, and run me off. You know, I hate Nightbot, but that's personal.
I like the emojis when you do the emojis.
I sound like, hey, I see y'all with the emojis over there. That's what I'm talking about.
The fire and the spark thing and the arm.
Yeah. I figured it out. I'm like, well, man, I say, you know, I can't keep up. I'll have a question, somebody else will ask it. Or I mean, the chat is shot by. They done changed the subject on me. I haven't finished the thought, you know.
Yeah.
So I just gave up. I said, you know, hey, maybe I need to just have me some canned questions. But I say, no, I'm gonna shoot these emojis out here. Just let them know I'm here. You know, and it stuck. It stuck.
Awesome.
Fish Snatcher, what's going on? But yeah, I was on Nathan. His name is Nathan. He was Sand Creek Aquatics. God rest his soul. But Nathan, I was just in Nathan's chats. He was like the first live stream that I found on YouTube. I had injured my Achilles working juvenile facilities, going through a bout of depression, because that's actually what it was. So I'm in my house all day, can't go anywhere, can't move, you know. So he would be streaming all times of the day, all times of the night. Nathan would have a stream going. So I was just sitting the stream. Then I'd find him 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, just a few people in there. And, you know, we'd conversate. He called me up onto the screen like this one day. He was like, man, you know, Monday I'll just call you up here, you know, and get to know you, ask you questions. And it kind of, the bug got me, you know, it bit me then. I'm like, well, hey, you know, I can talk to people the folks who people know, but then also that person with 30 subscribers or 50 subscribers that make pretty good videos. And I can talk, I bring them up and let people see them, you know, hey, this guy had this video about this, and I thought it was real cool. Y'all check him out, you know. Aquafunk, I see you just sliding in. Rob 93 and Aquafunk. They had a show together. I think that was the second live stream that I was asked to come up on. So they were integral in that also. Yeah, the bug just hit me and I just ran with it. And Now the videos, I have to make myself film something because I'm just looking forward to talking to somebody.
Yeah, see, I love going live, but my setup isn't great to do live fish stuff. However, I do have a second secret YouTube channel that nobody knows about. That is a music reaction channel. So, I go live now. It's exclusively live only broadcasting. So that's where I get a lot of my cravings fulfilled when I want to go live doing something. I
You
think I
say,
will go live in the hobby here, just doing tank cleaning, setting my computer from a distance.
hey, it works. I know a lot of people who that that was a premise that they did for a while. You know,
Hmm.
Big J, I'm about to ask Big J what happened to his because he had a Monday uh water change that he did middle of the day. And it was always ended up being when I was off. That was my last day off is Mondays. You know, I set in on it and I hadn't seen him do it in a long time. He's making videos, so he hadn't disappeared, but I hadn't seen that live stream.
Hmm.
Say Fish Snatcher going live is hard work. YouTube is hard work, period. Yeah, but Fish Snatcher, man, the production value in your lives, man, alone is you see where the work goes in because you put it in. You put it in for real.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
And I feel fortunate. I can do most of my I don't know what kind of program, most people use for video editing, but I do each little clip one at a time, and then like whenever I stop the video, it asks me if that's okay or if I want to redo it. So I don't keep saving unnecessary, unfinished projects. But luckily, I like to say I can take most of my clips I can do in one take.
Okay.
That's a weird thing I've learned is that I'm pretty good at doing my videos in one take.
Okay. Good deal. Yeah, I try to do that too. I mean, I'm just so simple though. I can't even stir up my imagination to.
Why make it complicated though?
Well, yeah, I'm not the biggest. Well, no, let me stop. I guess I am a storyteller, but it's organic storytelling. It's like this is what's going on right now. This is how I feel about it, and this is what I see, and then I just speak on it.
For
Me
sure.
trying, me trying to set it up and everything, I'll lose the passion, and I'll lose, my focus is gone on it, and then the video will never come out because I've deleted 30 times. Whereas the ones I normally put out is just, hey, Chinoides fry. Y'all check them out. Look at my cup. There's a bunch of them in here. Because I think that's the best part about YouTube for me being in the fish hobby is the fish. We forget it's about these fish, and hey, I just want to see your fish. Me,
Exactly.
I just want to see your fish. You can tell me what this fish eats, where this fish lives. I mean, other than that, I'm good. I don't have no
Hmm.
problem. I don't have no
Yeah.
problem. But I mean, you have some people that require a little bit more. They don't want just ketchup. They want Dijon. You know, Paulaner. No jelly. They want Paulaner all fruit. You know.
Did you just say that? Do you remember that commercial
Could you
where you
please
please
pass the
pass
jelly?
the daily?
Yes, yes, most definitely. Most definitely, most definitely, most definitely.
And that lady like faints.
Oh, I can't. The audacity. Oh, big time. You speak from the heart, and that connects with us. That's the best part. Thank you, Xana Doo. Yeah,
Ah,
I can. I can only be me, and I have learned to be me pretty good. And nobody else can be me, so I kind of stick with that.
It's true.
And something else that I learned, people probably get tired of hearing about where I work. Uh, it's a crazy job to have, and I wish I had another job, but I've been created to do that job well. And in that is you have all of these guys locked up for all different reasons,
Oh
and
yeah,
who
you said
knows? Yeah,
corrections?
corrections.
Yeah.
So if there's anybody that you can't fool, it's them. You can't
Yeah.
fool them. You can't
Yeah.
fool them. Yeah, you cannot fool them. Period. And
Yeah, I
they'll
guess
weed.
I've never really thought of that before, but I suppose you're right.
Yeah, you can't fool them. They weed people out all the time. You know, officers. You see them come in, and they'll tell you, "Hey, boss, that one right there, blah blah blah. I give them 30 days. They won't finish the week, or and I mean, and they won't even. It's not like they attack them or do anything like that. It's just they read them coming in the
Right.
door. They read them
And
coming in the
and they're
door.
trained to do that, you know.
Yeah, fish tropic. I done tried to get out. I done tried to get out a few times and got turned around and sent right back in. So finally, I had to realize that that's where I'm supposed to be, and that's what I'm supposed to be doing. And
Yeah.
it was to the point where early on, I've been doing it for well, I've been working in prisons for 7 years, but I've been in corrections since the mid 90s. And I had a security company where I did parties, clubs, concerts, things of that nature. But when you do that type of job, some people are successful because they have no heart, but it destroys you.
Yeah.
It takes the humanity out of you. It just zaps them. It's like they're, you know, institutionalized is what they call it. The officers become institutionalized. Or you have somebody with me who has a whole bunch of heart, which makes the job a little harder sometimes. Ooh, y'all pardon me. A little harder sometimes, but the guys appreciate it more. When I first started, um, I had brass. I'm talking about coworkers. I had brass watching me, because they thought I was dirty. Because yes, there's a lot of dirty officers. But
Really.
because the respect that I garnered, from the offenders, like almost from Jump Street, you know, they didn't understand it because I didn't treat the guys the same way that they did.
Right.
Firm, fair, consistent is what they say we have to be, and I'm that. But I lean more on the fair. I didn't lock anybody in there. I didn't put anybody in there. I didn't lock any of them up. So why would I run around like I'm the judge, I'm the jury, I'm the executioner? Cliche or
Right.
not, yeah, cliche or not, it's still real. I'm like, no, I didn't move around like that. I'm a spiritual guy, and I lean on that more than I lean on anything else. You know, and they see it. They. I mean, I tell them in a minute. It's kind of a joke for me though, but I tell them, I say, if something goes down in here, I'm gonna pull my hat down over my eyes, and they'll let me walk out. And then my coworkers, man, what do you mean? I say, if a riot or something happens, I bet you all I have to do is not get eye contact. Now they'll see me, but that's a respect though. I've learned that. I'm like, hey, if I pull my head down, they'll let me walk right out of here. I can't tell you that they'll let you follow me out, but I'll be nobody's hostage. They'll let me make it.
Yeah, I think Chris could maybe tell you firsthand that I don't really care if other fish keepers have negative things to say, or if they disrespect me or don't appreciate what I do. They don't
Uh-huh.
have to watch it, that sort of thing. I'm not here to get points or, uh, from people, or like, I'm not here to validate a correct way to do something. It's more about what I've tried that is effective, that may also work for you, that you may not have known about.
Most definitely. And to, how can I put it? Agree with you and disagree with you at the same time. You are getting points for being you.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you are. It's like I said, you're moving at a good clip for just being in this, less than a year, and it's
Yeah, I
favorable.
mean, I feel like my videos that are like on location and in different elements, those are my best ones, because you can tell I'm really having a good time on location, or with whatever. Everyone's got, I think, their favorite type of video they either like to see or make.
Yep, yeah, most definitely, most definitely. And there's enough voyeurism to go around. You know, whatever whatever you like, you can find it here. You know, so
Mm,
yeah, there's no need to try to get everybody.
yeah.
I mean, you'll burn out. You'll burn out if you're trying to get everybody.
Yeah, I mean, my channel probably isn't suited for a mainstream fish keeper that would probably, they might find it interesting, but may watch but may not subscribe, because I may do things interesting but not really in their style or way of doing things. Most of my traffic is from non-subscribers. So if you look in the analytics or whatnot.
Gotcha, gotcha. I just started looking at analytics. I still can't say that I'm all the way, in the understanding aspect of it. But I'll look at it because people say I'm supposed to, you know. Hey, yes, I have looked at my analytics. And my analytics says that most of my, yeah, it costs
Oh,
nothing.
thank the what does that say? Palmer is cool, but Ruby's way cooler. He's actually not cool at all whatsoever.
Oh, Palmer. Yeah, he's another one that beats, was it walks to the beat of his own drum?
Yeah, whatever you call it.
Yeah, he yeah, he does that one. But yes, ma'am. Hey, we hit the hour mark, and it was wonderful. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it.
I did too. Thank you for
Yeah, really
having me
enjoyed
on
it.
tonight.
Yes, ma'am. I believe that there should always be an opportunity for people to get to know each other. I mean, with all the things that goes on in this world that we live in, you know, people should be more personal. And yes, I can kind of understand why it is the way it is to an extent, but
Yeah,
but I don't let it stop me. You know what I'm saying? I don't let it
that's
stop me.
right.
Against the flow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't let it stop. Just like I believe in staying unscripted because you get more. You get more. Um,
Yeah,
and most questions that I would write down would take up room for the things that people really want to hear or they really want to know.
right.
You know, so I'm like, hey, just come on. That's why I have my warm up at the beginning. Get a
Oh,
feel.
okay.
Yeah, that's why I
Yep.
do it. You get a feel, so that means boom, when the lights are on, we've already warmed up.
Good plan.
Yeah, we've already warmed up, so then we just go for it. It'll be different than, I just show up, and I'm like, hey, let me see, what time is it? I'm sipping my coffee. Hey, we got to stay on schedule, guys. And you didn't make it personal at all. And then you hit these hiccups midstream, and then you panic, and then it's
Mm.
you accidentally hit the plug down there and turn the camera off. We don't want to have to do none of that. We don't want to have to do none of that. But yes, thank you
Right.
very much.
Well, thank you.
Lonnie. Great stream as always, Hank. Always great hanging out with you. Hey, and I can't be embarrassed to ask this. I've been seeing this name. Who changed that name? Who are you? I've been seeing your name, but I don't know who you were beforehand. So I'm gonna wait before I shut this stream down, so you can put it in the chat and tell me who you were beforehand. Looney Tunes, because I see you all the time, so I know you were somebody else beforehand, but I just don't know who.
Maybe you have a troll.
Right? But no, I mean well, if you have a positive troll, oh,
The
Chewy,
nicest
okay.
troll ever.
Yeah, I got a good troll. I mean, I'll take that. All right, Chewy. All right, okay. All right, makes sense now. Makes sense. Yeah, that's one thing I would tell people. They were like, man, the troll. I'm like, well, I haven't really experienced trolls. And again, I'm not gonna knock on no wood. I'm just gonna continue to do this stream like I do it. And maybe I can be that person who, the trolls is like, hey, that guy's too nice. We can't do it. We can't do it. I'm not gonna do him like that.
I have some good trolls, but they mainly rip on Palmer, so.
Okay. Hey.
Credit where credit is due.
Right. Hey, thank you, Jeffrey Watts. Thank you. I'm totally coming on this stream next time. Oh, alternate account? Well, who are you then? See, I got all these people sliding in under other names, assumed names. Take Top Tropics. No problem, sir. No problem. Hey, Tank Top Tropics, hit me up. See my email right there, bigtankhank@gmail.com, so I can get you scheduled in, sir. So these people can know who you are. You got some things going on over there, and not enough people know about you. Hit me up. As a matter of fact, you can hit me right now because we're about to, shut down, and we can chop something up. All right, y'all. What you say against Flo? I'm a major troll, but I like you guys. See, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
He is not chewing. Well, who is he? See, now we done got this mystery and conspiracy going.
The mystery person.
Right? But yes, y'all, love each other. Take care of your fish. And it's just about fish.
Yes.
Y'all be good. Peace.
Bye.